Richard, what do we know?
Well, we know right now in Beirut there is a chemical smell in the air. The U.S. Embassy is warning people to stay inside, to wear a mask if possible. Staying inside is difficult right now. So many of the windows have been blown out in Beirut, so many of the doors blown off of their frames. This is believed to be a chemical explosion, according to several Lebanese officials, and it was in the main port. It started out with a fire. There was some people heard an explosion and they saw a large fire in the port area. People started training their cell phones on it as there was a large cloud of smoke that was curling into the sky. And then the fire apparently set off this secondary explosion. And according to local media reports, there were 2,700 tons of chemical agents that were stored in this facility. Exactly what kind of chemicals remain unclear. There are conflicting reports, but they have been described as nitrates. And they'd apparently been in this storage facility, tons and tons of nitrates or some other chemicals for years. The Lebanese prime minister said that they were there for at least 6 years, and he is calling for an investigation why these combustible toxic chemicals were being kept in the center of the city, and then why this massive explosion detonated at the port and sent a shockwave that ran all across Beirut. People could hear it, they could feel it in the city. Now they are worried about the after effects. I just spoke with a friend and colleague of mine in Beirut, and he said people are terrified because they can smell it. He says his lungs hurt because of this, and he's trying to put plastic up over his broken window frames. And even in other parts of the city, everyone is now facing a situation where there is gas in the air, and they don't know how many people were killed or injured. Those reports have been going up by the hour.
Richard, do they suspect foul play here, or is this just an accident?
They suspect corruption. They think that there was a reason why these materials were at the port, why they were being kept there for so long. Nobody is overtly, or no credible sources are saying that this was an act of terrorism. Obviously, Lebanon has a very long history with Israel, fought a war with Israel in 2006. Israel came out quite quickly and said that it had nothing to do with this. Israel has carried out attacks in Beirut before, but nothing on this kind of scale, even at the peak of war, right in the center of the city, sending a shockwave. So the suspicion now, as the Lebanese prime minister was indicating, is that that something went wrong, that something this material shouldn't have been there, shouldn't have been stored the way it was, and they want to know why. But first, they have to deal with containing the situation. Hospitals are turning people away. They put out a nationwide appeal for all types of blood. The Red Cross has called for all ambulances in the entire country to head to Beirut so they can help ferry the wounded to hospitals, even though so many of the hospitals are not taking any more people because they're at capacity.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.